Hey everybody, happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for joining us here on Northern Life. We're happy to have Hunter back with us today. Hunter, how was your time off at the cabin?
Always relaxing. I love any time I can spend out there. I've always said this many times, but it's my favorite place in the world. It's just a beautiful time out there. The weather was a little chilly, but we still had plenty of time outdoors. That's me and my girlfriend Kayla, of course, catching fish. I was a little bit angry at her because I know I didn't catch any fish.
Care to elaborate?
Well,
Okay.
she caught 2 fish. I was just
Good for you, Kayla.
Nice job, Kayla.
She caught the crappie, so she was able to find everything, and I was not able to find anything. So, and then she kept telling me how to fish, and as a joke, you know, she's like, maybe you should reel in a little faster or something. I'm like, Kayla, stop it.
Was she woman-splaining fishing?
A little bit, yes. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I think I know what I'm doing, but apparently I don't know what I'm doing. But it was a lot of fun. It was a beautiful day out on the boat, and then hanging out with all those friends like you saw there out at the cabin. Go into what you were
What were you enjoying there? What kind of sandwich? It looked pretty good.
Oh, that is, it was a chicken salad sandwich.
Ooh.
Kayla makes an amazing chicken salad sandwich. So
So she's
good.
better at fishing than you. She's better at cooking than you.
Cooking than me.
Sandwich making.
She's just a better human than me, honestly.
Isn't that good though when your other half is better? You know,
Yes.
in so many
Yeah.
respects. Yeah,
It lifts
learn
you
a lot
up.
from him.
It lifts you up, you know, makes you a better person.
Helps you out.
So thank you,
Definitely.
Kayla.
Speaking of better halves, Ryan was out on the East Coast with his. How was
Yeah,
North Carolina?
I got to go to North Carolina. It was my future sister-in-law's wedding that they had out there. I loved North Carolina, but at the same time had a lot of problems with North Carolina. the beach was absolutely beautiful. The people were very kind. Got to go to the aquarium as well. Got to go to Duke University where my father went to law school.
Oh, cool.
So super great trip. But North Carolina, man, some of the worst drivers I have ever seen in my entire life. We flew into Raleigh and had to go to the East Coast, so it was about 2.5 hours of driving. There were cars all over in the ditches. They were cars.
ditches?
Yeah, cars going.
Was it snowing or what?
No, it was perfectly fine. Cars going less than the speed limit in the left lane. Some of the worst drivers I have actually ever seen. But also one of the funniest stories was our time getting out there. We were delayed in total about 5 hours on our way out there. That is because we were delayed getting down to MSP, which was fine. Our first problem was we got out of the gate and a woman sadly was throwing up. So they had to go back to the gate, spend an hour cleaning up, got out again. We're about to take off and found out we had engine problems. And so we went back to the gate and they said, you're gonna deboard. And we said, okay. And they said, we're gonna fix it. And they said, actually, we're not gonna fix it. You're gonna get a new plane. So eventually we did make it to Raleigh and we had a good time. But man, also North Carolina, super humid. So, you know, going from on Friday, it was like a high of 50 or something here in Duluth to go to 88 and, you know, thunderstorms and lightning and just terrible humidity. It was a lot. It was a lot to deal with.
I can't believe how much you packed into such a short amount of time. And then too with the delays as well, you were able to get all of those excursions in.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, we did a lot. So we got it back into Duluth around midnight on Sunday night. So a lot of traveling in a very short period of time.
Hopefully you're caught up on your sleep by now.
Yeah. Also some good food though. I said some of the best fish tacos I've ever had. So
Okay.
that was a plus.
There
Well,
we
there we
go.
Gotta
go.
find the positivity in all of it.
Yes,
I couldn't help but laugh during all those delays. I was like, I know we're gonna make it there, but it's just so funny. It's like, oh, another thing.
Yes.
I can't believe there's one person throwing up and they made everybody just
Yeah.
get on the plane. I would have
Yeah.
walked around the throw up.
But
That's okay.
my
Just
mom,
step on over it. Yeah.
my mom did say better now on the ground than an hour into the flight and having to go back.
That is
So,
very true.
Yeah.
Do they do that for sick people? Do they
Yeah,
fly
medical
to-
emergencies. in
Oh
case,
my
yeah.
gosh!
Yeah.
Wow, that's rough. Well, I'm glad we're all back safe. Everyone's
We're okay.
happy.
We're okay.
Life is good now. Coming up today on Northern Life, Briggs and I are across the bridge in Superior, and we get to kick a few field goals. We're learning from the Spartans' former kicker, quarterback, and punter for this week's blindfold. Talk about a stud, by the way. He could kick him, he could throw him. He was amazing.
Could do it all.
He could do it all.
As we teased last week, one of us had a little success thanks to his coaching.
Yes,
We'll
yes.
see who that was.
Very interesting.
Hey, but first year on the show, we are inching closer to Grandma's Marathon this weekend. And Briggs here, she's running the half marathon.
Yeah.
So since you are running, Briggs, any advice for the folks out there who may be doing Grandma's for the very first time?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say just soak it all in and enjoy the crowds that are on the side, cheering everybody on. That's the part that motivates me to the finish line every single time. I rarely ever do enough training to legitimately finish this half marathon. I just kind of like go and do it. And this is one of those years. So I'm going to be relying on the crowds, to really get me to the end. And it's so fun. Another tip, this helps distract me. I count the number of dogs that I see.
that's
I like that.
Yeah, and I see compared to other years, like how many dogs are out. It depends, if it's raining, of course, more dogs stay home. But
Sure.
yeah, it's fun. And eat enough.
Eat enough,
before the
yeah.
race, the morning of and the night before, and drink a lot of water too. I always forget to do that.
That's fair. Where are Matt and Wells going to be placed? Are they
true.
going somewhere along the line?
You got to put him strategically
Yeah.
out there to go,
Exactly.
okay, maybe before the, what do they call it, the lemon drop
Hill,
hill?
yeah, right
Yeah.
by the Blackwoods there. I think they're going to be close to his gym, my husband's gym
Oh,
on
nice.
London Road, which is at
Oh.
mile 10
Nice.
of the half marathon. Yeah, so I'll be looking for them there
Oh,
for sure.
fun.
It'll be
Wow,
fun.
that'll be good.
Yeah, good luck to all the runners out there. And a lot of fantastic people from around the country are taking part in our weekend festivities here. That includes Mark Halsey from St. Paul and Moses Cooper from Woodbury, Minnesota. In a recent 5K race, Moses was gifted a customized running chair as he has cerebral palsy. Halsey and Cooper plan to accomplish big things with their new running chair, trying to qualify for the Boston Marathon during Grandma's this weekend. And that is a feat, qualifying for Boston. That's
Yeah.
like a really fast race. It's probably about a little over 3 hours for that man there.
Really?
And that is a really quick marathon. So best of luck to them, because that would be
Yeah.
really impressive.
Yeah, good luck. Funny enough, I ran the half marathon for Grandma's maybe. It was probably 10 years ago now. I think it was 2016. And my fiance, Mary, who's actually running the half marathon as
Yeah.
well, she decided to put our name into the hat to see if we can do the London full marathon. So, I haven't done any training.
Hopefully that's a few years away. Good for you.
Yeah.
I think it's next year, so I think it's,
Better get running now.
But first, it's a lottery, so we got to see if we actually make it into the thing
Okay.
first. So I'm, Mary, I'm sorry. I'm hoping maybe, we don't. But if we do, then I got something to work towards.
There we go. You got to have goals in life.
I
you know?
say I hope we don't do to my body.
Yes.
I want
yes.
my body to do.
That sounds horrible.
Well, hey, coming up after the break, we're gonna be kicking some field goals. We'll see you in a little bit here on Northern Light.
The Blindfold on Northern Life is brought to you by Black Bear Casino Resort.
Welcome back, folks. For today's blindfold, I took Briggs over to Superior High, where we got to kick a few field goals with a Spartan who's now taking his talents to the collegiate level.
There are people around who can
Oh, there's just boatloads of people.
see. Literal. It's like tall ships.
We bust people in for this one. Hi, fellas.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Good, I'm Rob.
Rob, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is Tanner.
Tanner, nice to meet you. Briggs,
I'm
extend your
Briggs.
hand.
Rick.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I'll just wave.
Nice to meet you.
That's
All right,
fantastic.
follow us.
All right, Briggs, grab on my
Oh, we're
shoulders.
still going. Okay.
Still on.
Oh,
That was
Lordy.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was the blindfold.
Yeah, okay, good. I actually don't even know if we crossed like into Superior today. Usually I can tell. I wasn't paying attention.
Oops, sorry, Briggs.
God.
Size 14s. I got water skis.
Are you sure we get to park any closer? Sometimes I have an idea of what we're doing. Today I
You have no idea?
no. Today I don't even have a guess.
This is what I've been thinking about for a long time. So, Briggs, I think you
Okay.
can take off your blindfold.
Okay. Oh, fun. Okay.
We're gonna learn how to do some field goal kicking.
Cool.
We're in Superior.
Okay. So I shook someone's hand.
Yeah,
earlier.
you shook my hand.
I'm Briggs.
I'm the head football coach at the high school here.
Okay.
And Tanner was our kicker for the last few years.
Okay.
And he's an outgoing senior that's going to go kick collegiately at UW Stout.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's
very
awesome.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Do you know that you're going to be doing this right off the bat, or do you have an idea that you've got a strong foot?
I thought
you
you were
kick
doing a game. Yeah.
Most people who end up kicking footballs start out playing soccer.
Okay.
So a lot of the times if you played soccer, they kind of, hey, try to do this now. And
So what do you think about when you're what is the mechanics of a good field goal?
think about where your foot is going to end up. So if the ball's
okay.
here, you want to focus on where your foot's going to be before you go on.
What part of your foot do you kick with?
I kick with this part. So the bone on your foot, it's like a soccer ball. You're not toe poking.
Okay.
Not going to teach you that.
What's the furthest field goal that you've made?
Ooh, yeah.
In practice, I made a 60.
Jeez!
Wow.
In game, I made a 52.
Oh
That's
my
amazing.
gosh! Do you want to show us how it's done at least?
I can try.
All right. So 1,
3 steps back, 2 off to the side.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yep. Then you're attacking the plant foot. You want to give it a try so we can see what we're working
What we're
with?
dealing with. I don't know if Hokas are the recommended footwear for this, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. So maybe back a little bit more. I don't know. We'll give it a try. Okay, so, all right, like this. Everybody ready? I think so. Okay, I don't know if I am. But all right. Okay. Oh. Dang, okay, I had visions of it being a lot better than. So, what are we doing wrong here, Tanner?
So I would say for you, take 3 steps towards the ball. 1, 2, 3. And then keep a little bend in this leg.
I think I kicked it with my toe.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely did that. 1, 2. Can you imagine if I was doing this in a game? The other team would be like, okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was better though.
You're trying to make contact at like 1 3/4 inches, so about right here. So you're trying to put that onto your foot. That gives it the, I guess, optimal launch angle.
Oh,
That's up though. That was
yeah.
yeah. Saying like this right here.
Yep.
Are Skechers okay?
Should be.
If it goes in, they are.
Yeah. Oh, Hunter!
Almost.
That was so
Hey.
good.
Now, did you kick it with the inside of your foot or did you toe punch?
It was a toe.
I appreciate your honesty.
1, 2. Should I be out of breath from doing that? Horrible. Oh my gosh, that was the toe again.
I don't know what happened. If Ryan were here, he probably would have made one.
He would have made 5 by now.
He probably would have.
Yeah, oh, that's okay. Oh, dang it. Why did I
That was up, though.
stutter?
Started saying, "Oh, dang it," before she kicked it.
One of us
Yeah.
has to make it, right? I feel like we can't
Are
leave
we
here
staying
until.
here until that happens? That feels like the Amazing Racer.
All right, now in your mind, don't think about the 4,000 people watching, and don't think about the 200+ pound guys who want nothing but the ball to get taken.
Just
Don't
think about
that.
All 4,000 people. Yeah.
think about 3 yellow poles and a.
It's
a
a
ball.
tie game. This is for the
This is
state
it.
championship.
Time out. Freeze you.
I think this is the one.
I feel it. I feel it.
Good. The wind's in your favor.
They call me the Iron Leg. What? All right, here we go. No one calls me that. Yeah.
Watch out,
Nobody
girls.
look. Ah!
God, that was pretty good.
That's
though.
the best one so far,
That
Briggs.
was.
Then I want to see a 60-yarder.
And we're not leaving until you hit the
No,
60.
you gotta hit the 60.
We might be here for a minute.
I feel Mason Crosby on my side.
Oh, okay.
I feel not Blair Walsh. That's not a good one.
I wouldn't want to channel that.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, let's
That
go.
was really good.
Woo!
See, channeling Mason. Okay, that was a lot of fun. But now that you watch the amateurs try to kick field goals, let's show you how the real kicker gets it done.
All right, let's see a 60-yarder. Is this 40? Is this 60?
No, this is 35.
35. Okay.
Oh, wow.
55. Good. Look at that. Was that 45? That's awesome.
I think we're done. Thanks.
That's 3 in a row.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
Unbelievable.
Okay, you're welcome, Tanner, for
Unbelievable.
showcasing your talents. Oh my gosh, what a
Seriously.
guy! He did barely even warmed up, and he was just out there kicking those
Yeah.
55-yard field goals.
And no magical editing there. That was 3 in a row that he just
Yeah.
did. So that was, I mean, that was very impressive. He was unbelievable. And the quarterback of the team too. Like
Yeah.
I've never heard
And
of that.
punter.
I know.
I've never heard of that. Doing
Yeah.
all 3 of
Bizarre.
those in one game or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Now he's off to Stout.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
No
Good to
wonder
see.
they wanted to recruit him too.
Yeah.
Triple threat.
Got a leg on him.
seriously, good
Got
luck,
a leg.
man. Yep.
Well, hey, let's talk about health here on this Tuesday. June is Men's Health Month, and for years, many men have suffered in silence with things like depression. Tristan Kendrick tells us what guys out there can do to protect your mental and physical well-being.
Saw a trauma therapist.
For Dave Arrow, depression in men isn't just an issue, it's something that took the life of one of his friends.
It caused both PTSD and some symptoms of depression. And for me, getting talk therapy and talking to my primary care physician and getting some medication to kind of get through that initial process was very helpful.
Arrow says if you're feeling depressed, the best thing you can do is see a therapist. He's the founder of the Suicide Survivors Fund, which provides financial support to Marquette County families affected by suicide. CDC data from 2023 shows the suicide rate among men was 4 times higher than women. Arrow says as children, men are taught to not show emotion.
Men feel like they need to be tough and kind of hold things inside, and that causes depression to be worse than it would be if they would otherwise get help.
Arrow also says your physical health is something you must master. Aspirus Health medical professionals say catching health issues early starts with a visit. Dr. Alexander Tree Carton says regular visits could help uncover health issues that could be passed on from your parents.
A parent who had early colon cancer, or maybe they use nicotine products, and some of these things may impact our recommendations specific to them.
Dr. Tree Carton also says it's best to maintain a close connection with a primary care provider.
Use those opportunities to make sure that you're up to date on anything that's required, any screenings, any immunizations that you need, and then having conversations about any more specific needs.
Both healthcare and mental health care advocates say taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body. Tristan Kendrick, TV6 News.
Yeah, it's important stuff. It's kind of a stigma for guys not to be able to talk about much, which hopefully we're able to break here in the coming years.
I think instinctively a lot of guys go, I'm going to be fine, or I'll get that done. You know, even when it comes to just normal everyday activities, they say, yeah, I'll take care of it, whatever. But no, you got to make sure you take the steps to actually schedule your doctor's visits and make sure that everything physically and mentally with yourself is going well. So it's certainly an important month here for guys out there.
Absolutely. We'll talk about tomorrow's episode when we come back after the break.
Welcome back, folks. Just like me, fishing is a summer staple for a lot of people out there. But sometimes just getting your hook and line ready can take away a lot of the fun. So tomorrow, Rachel Hackbarth is testing out the Hook Ease, a small device that's supposed to make tying a knot a whole lot easier. That is frustrating in the very little hole that is provided in a hook. You got to try to fit the line in, and then you got to know how to do a knot. You know, it's a specific knot. So hopefully that'll make it easier for us anglers out there.
Yeah, what about putting the worm on the hook? Is there someone that can do that for me?
That's the wormies. That's a different product.
The wormies.
We'll feature that one next week.
Yeah, or if your line snaps too, that's always a problem.
Yep.
Before we go today, this week is all about the bees. It's National Pollinator Week. According to the U.S. Forest Service, without pollinators, the human race and all of Earth's terrestrial ecosystems would not survive. It may sound dramatic, but it's actually true. And nearly 80% of the world's flowering plants depend on animal pollinators to reproduce. So yeah, bees, very important to our lives. I get a little nervous around bees because I don't want to get stung. But then I remember,
we need
keep me alive out there.
You ever seen
Thanks, bee. Shout out to you.
You ever seen the Bee movie?
No, but I should watch that.
You like jazz?
Yeah.
These are my winter boots.
It's an okay movie.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all
good. Well, thanks for joining us today. We love you.
We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.